Hi, my name is Deanna James. I am originally from South Lake, New Mexico, but reside in Crown Point, New Mexico, and I am a student here in the Business Administration program. I am in the Bachelor's of Arts in the Business Administration program. The reason why I chose Business Administration is because my grandfather taught me to hustle. My grandfather taught me to be more organized, to have time management, and he's the main reason why I chose the program. I chose a TCU because based on it's affordable, it's close to home, and it's where you can get the same quality education as a regular university. NTU has done a lot for me. NTU has helped me with gas, has helped me with income, additional income during the pandemic. The main thing is giving me the opportunity to tutor students during the pandemic, from face-to-face to counter into Zoom. So NTU has done a lot.
You can design your arrow to go beyond 50. I want you to look at the arrow all the way down. When I make my students shoot, we try to look at the arrow. We study the arrow.
We really do encourage you students to come by the welding shop to check out all the equipment we have, test your ability to welding.
You spend more time in the weld lab and practice, it becomes more easier. So far, it's an amazing experience for sure. We have the best instructors and they've taught us a lot. Definitely we deserve a lot of credit for that.
My name is Thomas Nimrod. I am from Keynote, Arizona. My major is in the IT field. Well, I chose to study in the IT field because I felt it was a good field to grow in, and it's very challenging, and I like to learn about technology. And also one other thing was I like to know the security parts to help my people when it comes to like Facebook or any technology stuff, especially with the elderly and the younger generation. I would like to show them that technology is a good field to go into and prosper. I chose the tribal school, NTU for record. I chose it because my older brother came to school here, and he told me about this place, which I wanted to follow in his footsteps. Not only that, I wanted to support my Navajo tribe and get a better education than when they return to my tribe and help them. Well, the school really did support me, especially with the instructors. The instructors they reached out to me, and I was able to work out a schedule with them through Zoom and through Google Meets. And before we had Moodle, now we have Blackboard. Those are very, very useful. And not only that, the school gave me some money when I needed it, especially in a hard time with food and not being able to go any places. Okay, this is really good because I've been trying to get my nieces and nephews to come to school here because NTU is full of opportunities if you really get involved. And for the past year now, I'm a junior, I've been getting involved a lot more, and a lot more opportunities have come available to me, especially right now in this interview. And this is like another opportunity for me.
The Navajo Technical University Culinary Arts Program, Baking, and Hotel Restaurant Administration program. We provide our students with as many marketable skills as possible. We will cover everything from food safety and sanitation, all the way up to classes such as hospitality law for the bachelor's program.
Hi, my name is Deanna James. I'm originally from St. New
Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Hai Oshie, Biastea, Shesen la sang, Kesi, Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shada Oshie, Biastea, Shenat Ai Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang I Ostie, Shein Ai Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang la Hokonstie, She Hasene, Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Hai Oshie, Biastea, Sen la sa Kesi, Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Sada Oshie, Biastea, Senat Ai Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang I Oshie, Biastea, Senat Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Hokonsie, Biastea, Se Hasene, Behozon la shang, Shein la shang, Shein la shang, Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang Shein la shang, 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 Shehozon la shang, Hey, Yang
Ansi zido le shike, the last saw sani at Nihe at Yahade doji. Here, Mr. Pablo. remain standing, the posting of our colors by honoring our women color guards. U.S. flag, Octavia Silent Man, USFAF, Afghanistan. New Mexico flag, Katrina Yazzie, U.S. Army, Iraq. Arizona flag, Leona Largo Gallegos, U.S. Army. Navajo Nation flag, Sherilyn Juan, U.S. Army, Iraq. Zuni flag, Candace Peyochi Zuni, USAF, Iraq. Please remain standing to honor the veterans of our nation and our active military who are serving our worldwide. Continue to remain standing afterward for the Pledge of the Allegiance. I am honored to introduce Tyler Pino, Miss Indian Junior Rodeo Association Queen, who will conduct the Pledge of the Allegiance. And Samantha Antone, Miss Navajo Technical University, will provide the invocation this morning.
Good morning, She'e Taylor Pino Yenshe, Betatni Nursle, Hatsoa Bushashin, Toguni Deshiche, Nakaidene Dashanele. I am from Crown Point, New Mexico, and I am the reigning Miss Indian Junior Rodeo Association Queen. I humbly accepted the request to be here today to say the Pledge of Allegiance in our native language. But first, I would like to congratulate the classes of 2024 from Navajo Technical University. I will be starting here at NTU in the fall, and my goal here is to be sitting in your seat one day. You are my role models. With that said, will you please stay standing and say the Pledge of Allegiance with me? Kaya ashla dingo betha hodzogi betha natae shitniligo beninat bejin adishne hala ajoba do sehasin yehadite Kaya tas ante athadian dine ahye dahodizin benacheke ajoba bazili bedahini ta.
Mr. NTU.
Skuk Dash Aniana Jiggy Samantha Antone, Aniana Vakyam Jukbabakari District or Coalfields, Arizona, Dobopum Yasa Sapo, Ado Yat E Shake Do Shidina E Ya Samantha Antonian and Shia, Kia Ani Nishle, Donna Otame Bashishchi, Nanis Ejidashiche, Akama Otame Dashinella, Ado Shema Doshaje E Ya, Berna Martin Do, John Anton Senior Willia, Shemasana Doshache, Linda City Martin Do, Matthew Martin Senior Williams, and Ado Shnella Adzan Doshnella Hastin, Pauline Marie Anton Do, Vern Osef Williams, and Akut Ega Dana Dana Nishle. Hello everyone, my name is Samantha Antone. I come from the Tohono Nation and the Navajo Nation. I am a student here at Navajo Technical University and your current reigning Miss NTU. So if you will remove your covers as I say this morning's opening prayer. Heavenly Father, we ask for a special blessing today upon the graduates and their families, the communities, and all of those in attendance. May we uplift one another and celebrate these individuals and their achievements. Lord, may you bless the path they walk and the journey they are going to embark with their certificates and degrees. May they receive many more blessings, and I ask this in your name. Amen. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, color guards. Thank you, Ms. Pino. Thank you, Ms. Antone. Now be seated, please. Everybody. Navajo Technical University. At this time, I would like to present the President of Navajo Technical University, Dr. Elmer Guy, for a welcome address and the recognition of dignitaries, staff, and faculty.
Good morning. Hashina Shikado Shidane Shastrido Sazani Nhano Ya Diche Yewe Nhachinshiho Pikenda Kaila Akabahajo Yego Renhano Yahagi. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Board of Regents, our distinguished guests, graduating class, spring 2024, our outstanding faculty and staff. I welcome each and every one of you to our spring 224 commencement. This morning I was coming on to campus and I noticed we have a sign out here that says Skyhawks. You know, several years ago, we were trying to determine what our mascot should be, and somebody forwarded Skyhawks, and I didn't really like it. And so then I said, well, let's give it to the students and see what they say. And they came back and says, we want to be the Skyhawks. So we are the Skyhawks, ladies and gentlemen. You know, the other thing, you know, we listen to students quite a bit. At one of the commencements we had earlier, at the time, we only had associate degrees. And this one student came up, he was our student president, and he says, he's something like, Mr. President, we like going to school here. It's a wonderful institution. How come we don't have a bachelor's degree, he says. You know, we were working on it at the time. And so we created 3 bachelor's degrees since then in information technology, advanced manufacturing, and creative writing and new media. And that person continued to get his bachelor's degree, and his name is Dodi Begay, and and we hired him when he graduated, and he's responsible for the streamlining and all of the IT work that he does for the university. And so we want to thank Dodi for his support and challenge. You know, the other thing we did is, again, at one of these commencements, when we had it in Chinle, we had a lot of presidential candidates in the room. It was during the election year. And then I thought, I'm going to say something to those leaders. One of them will be president. And then I said, next time when we change our name, we were Navajo Technical College at the time, I said, we're going to be a university. And I don't know if any one of them got it, what it meant, but again, we went back to our students and asked them, what do you all think? Shall we become a university? Shall we do it? They were really excited about that. And so we do have, became a university and offer one of the only PhD programs of all the tribal colleges and university. So today, we have a number of graduates sitting here in front of me. We have 138 graduates for this spring. We have 5 ABE, will get their ABE diplomas, 58 certificates, 49 associate degrees, 27 bachelor's degrees, and 6 master's degrees. Yes. And one of the things that I really like to thank our staff, students, faculty, our board members, is that our graduation rate increased from last year from 9 to 20%. Our retention rate, which is fall to fall students, also increased from 40 to 59%. Persistent rate is 80%, and it increased from 7 to 9. So these are our report card as an institution. And we offer a number of opportunities, a number of programs. 22 certificates. One of that is online. We offer 25 associate degrees. 5 are online. 18 baccalaureate degrees. 2 are online. 3 master's degrees. 1 PhD. Just this week, on Tuesday, we got word from the Higher Learning Commission, and they approved our master's degree in industrial engineering. So we have 4 master's degrees now. And I'd like to thank Dr. Manzouri Ramoni, if you could stand, if he's here. Dr. Arab Day, Dr. Wafa Hussein, Dr. Abaraji, our undergrad dean, Dr. Bowman. Those are the individuals that made this happen. And so we really are a STEM institution, you might say. We offer the most degrees in technology, engineering, science, and mathematics of all the tribal colleges today. I'd like to, at this time, recognize some of our distinguished guests. We have Bradley Shreve. Brad is editor from the, could you stand, Brad? From the Tribal College Journal. And Brad is doing an outstanding job writing about accomplishments of tribal colleges and universities. And the journal is globally distributed. So thank you for coming out today, Brad. This next person used to work with Division of the Education, and then I started here as a dean, and I was trying to figure out what is my job as a dean of instruction at the time. And so I took on this program at Harvard University, and this person was going to school there. And I asked him, can I stay? You know, you have room that I can stay in your apartment? And he said, yeah, we have a basement, you can stay there. And then I got a full scholarship to go, so I told him I don't need to use his apartment. And then when I was there, during lunchtime, I was on campus, and then I ran into him. And he says, I just defended my study, my dissertation. I just need to make a few changes, and I'm done with my doctoral degree. So I said, congratulations, Tim. And I think I'm hopefully the first person to congratulate him when he got his doctoral degree. And Dr. Timothy Begay is here. He used to work for us here, and he's now at Southwestern Indian Polytechnic Institute as a Vice President of Academic Affairs. Thank you for coming out, Tim. We have Betty Garrow. She is principal with McKinley Academy of Gallup-McKinley School District. Brittany, are you here? You know, a lot of times you need schools, and those schools, leadership like Brittany, to help us build a pathway for students to continue when they graduate from high school, and we're expecting quite a few from her school to come to NTU. And we have Nate Lee. Nate works for is a vice president with Bank of America, with commercial banking. Nate, can you please stand? Thank you for coming, Nate. We have Bertha Davis. She's a senior financial aid counselor with the Navajo Nation Office of Financial Aid Services. Bertha, are you here? We get a lot of scholarships from the Navajo Nation to support our students, so thank you for supporting our students. We have Rita Capitan, our chapter president from Crown Point. Are you here, Rita? We also have Taylor Pino, Miss IJRA, who did the Pledge of Allegiance for us. And we have Dr. Johnson Dennison. Are you here? There's my brother. I met Dr. Dennison when I was a Board of Regent member of the Neck College, and he was a dean there at the time. And then he left, and then he was a Board of Regent for the Neck College for many years. and he also headed the Medicine Men Association. And in this past winter, I joined my brother in the Yei Biche ceremony. He is the main patient. I asked him if I could join. He says, "You're welcome to join." And I feel a lot better. Hopefully you're feeling better too, brother. Thank you for helping me in that way. And his wife is here too, Rosemary. Yeah, thank you so much. Our student of the year is Layla James. Would you raise your hand or stand, Layla? We also have former employees, and now they're with Dene College, Clyde and Rochelle Henderson. Would you please stand? And I think they'll be back here soon. We have other individuals that will be introduced, but I just want to mention them. We have Honorable Joanne B. Jane, Navajo Nation Chief Justice, and you will hear from her. She's on our program. And we also have Victor Clyde, Judge, William Rock District Court, right there. And do we have Robert Yazzie with us, our faculty member? He's a former Chief Justice as well. And we have our commencement speaker, Dr. Sherry DeVore. We are bringing her home. She's from Crown Point. Got her civil environmental engineering degree from University of New Mexico. She's a National Science Foundation recipient of a postdoctoral fellowship and did her research at Stanford University. And her family members are here with her. Emerson, Joyce, Wilson, and they're all here supporting her. Would you all stand or raise your hand? Thank you for raising a very beautiful, intelligent person, and thank you for giving her that guidance, and we're really happy that she's on our program today. This next person got her bachelor's degree in biology here at Navajo Tech. And she wanted to get a second degree, and she's getting that today in mathematics. I've had an opportunity to work with her, and she's our Student Senate President. And we've gone to Washington, D.C. during the Legislative Summit, and she advocated for all the tribal colleges and university. And when we have those visits, members of Congress, they want to hear from students. They want to hear what they are studying and what they want to do. And Jasmine blown away all of us when she talked about her research that she's doing at Los Alamos National Laboratory. And that her goal is that she wants to pursue a doctoral program in biomedical engineering. And she got admitted to that program at University of New Mexico this coming fall. Regent Jasmine Charlie, would you please stand? You know, we have a wonderful board of regents. Our chairperson is Mr. Tom Platero, representing Fort Defiance. And Mr. Platero, if you want to know anything about Navajo Nation government, he's the guy. He's worked for executive and legislative branch of government, managed millions of dollars of grants, and he's certainly a true leader, and we want to appreciate Tom as our chair. And our vice chair is Dr. Dolores Gray Eyes, another individual that has made a huge difference working for public safety. And you've seen all these wonderful judicial branch buildings. We have a very nice one here in Crown Point. Well, she built them. So I want to thank her for her work with the Navajo Nation government. And we have our Secretary-Treasurer, Dr. Carolyn Morris, a psychologist that's helped many individuals, works with hospitals, Navajo Nation, and she's certainly a strong leader, and really appreciate her work. We have Rosalind John, a former council delegate, an educator, really is making quite a bit of difference in her community for early childhood education. And she's always pushes us to make sure that we have the next studies in our planning and our program offering. And then our last member is from Chinle, a very good horse rider, better than probably most of us. And she worked at the Chinle Unified School District for many years as an administrator. Gloria Grant. And Gloria has raised in her family some very outstanding entertainers and actors. And so we want to thank her for that. And before I go on to the next, I'd like to also ask all the veterans if you could stand and be recognized. All of the veterans. Thank you for your services. In closing, I just want to congratulate our students that are graduating today. I know you've worked hard. I know that many of you have done internships, have done research. Some of you may be the first in your families, and we really are proud of all of you. And whatever you do or whatever you did to get here, continue to do those things because it's working. It worked for you. And then whatever you do, always move forward. Make sure it's gonna advance you in some way. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. You're all important. You're all beautiful today. So, thank you for giving me this time this morning.
Thank you, Dr. Guy. We will now have Jasmine Charlie, Navajo Technical University Student Senate President, introduce our commencement speaker.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for my voice, but please just bear with me. Yat she Jasmine Charlie and she Ashkanzo and Ashland, though she and Bashishin ki Ani Dashache. I am from Chatrilta, New Mexico. Just like I said, my name is Jasmine Charlie. I am the Student Senate President here at NTU, as well as a member of the Board of Regents. And I'm up here today to introduce our commencement speaker. Our commencement speaker is Danae from the beautiful community where we're at in Crown Point, New Mexico. She received her PhD in Civil and Environmental Engineering at the University of New Mexico under the mentorship of Professor Jose Serrato. She was then awarded a National Science Foundation Earth Science Postdoctoral Fellowship to conduct research at Stanford University from 2020 to 2023. She also was an Associate Postdoctoral Fellow at SLAC National Accelerator Laboratory investigating colloidal transport of metals in the Floyd Payne Hydro Biogeochemistry Research Focus Group. With the restorative framework in mind, her current work investigated biogeochemical processes at the interface of water, energy, and health that affect the cycle and treatment of metals and nutrients in the environment, especially near Native communities. She is now an assistant professor in the Department of Chemical and Environmental Engineering at the University of Arizona. She is the first and only Native faculty member in the College of Engineering at the University of Arizona. She is also a proud member of the Indigenous Resilience Center and looks forward to working with her community and many other tribes on environmental restoration research. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Sherry DeVore.
Bear with me as I get set up. I lecture a lot, so I know I'm going to need the water. Okay, yat e beno ado akheha and schago ko na punhaso kagi shikedo shidana sheya Sherry DeVore tashijana adona and shlenigi e ashche and shlam ado zilt akia ani bashichin shiche e ashihan tanle ado katnesatne dashanale de kut au e sana do oma nishle. So I want to express joy and gratitude for this moment, for the invitation and for the privilege to share this morning with all of you. NTU graduates, I want to center your accomplishments and acknowledge all of the work, the effort, the sacrifices, the tears, the laughter, the planning and organization, as well as all of the emotional maturity and creative capacity that you have developed leading up to this point. In addition to all of the standard knowledge gained within the walls of your classroom along your educational pursuits, there are several people here and efforts that have allowed this event to come to fruition. So I want to thank and acknowledge Dr. Guy for the invitation and for his leadership as the president of your institution and as a leader in the national Indian higher education space. I also want to reiterate gratitude and thank the NTU Board of Regents, all of the staff and faculty here at all of the pilot institutions, community leaders, chapter officials, honorable council members, like Dr. Nez here on stage with us, our Navajo Nation President and Vice President, and so many loved ones and family members, either here in the room, streaming online, or here in spirit. It is truly inspiring to be among a graduating cohort from a tribal college, seeing everybody with their beautiful regalia, your jewelry, your moccasins. You wear it with pride and you look wonderful. I am Dr. Sherry DeVore, daughter of Emerson DeVore, who is here today, and Gloria Price. My maternal grandparents are the late Charlie and Helen Desbot White. My paternal grandparents are the late Wilson and Etta Long DeVore Sr. We are so humbled to be from this community in Eastern Navajo. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge and uplift the generational knowledge in this room. I see children, parents, grandparents, maybe even great-grandparents. It is through their support and love and prayers that we persevere. Their guidance embodies the spirit of learning, growth, and transmission of knowledge that are just as important, if not more important, than anything that you can learn in a classroom. So, thank you for your knowledge and your wisdom. So let's take a moment right now to express gratitude for our families. As your invited speaker, I want to also acknowledge something else that maybe some of us in the room can relate to us having to constantly operate from here, right? Our minds, our brains, our analytical thought processes. So it's good to balance and listen to your heart, and that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. I want to plant seeds with you all and share a story of how my standing here today in my home community is a full circle moment for me. I was born and raised here in Crown Point, attending Head Start, kinder, all the way through high school. I remember my first day. I don't remember what grade yet. I might have been 4 or 5 years old. And we lived in this neighborhood closest to the student housing here on campus. And for one reason or another, we didn't have a working vehicle at the time. So then I remember my dad leading me through the vegetation and an unbeaten path to my first day of school. So I reflect a lot on that day with humility and on the trajectory of my education. It has taken me to places outside of my homeland where I navigated life with some difficulty starting with the University of New Mexico. I took a little bit longer than most do to finish a bachelor's degree in environmental science, while also grappling with many family and cultural responsibilities. It was at this point, though, that I was introduced to research, which I know a lot of you have experience with, and I'm so happy for you, to asking questions that I know could be relevant for our communities related to environmental contamination and mining. I had heard and had been part of several local and regional meetings where often outside experts, quote unquote, would come into our communities but didn't know the land like we do, didn't know the people like we do, and maybe didn't quite have our best interests at heart. So it was in these formidable moments did I decide to become the expert, which led me to graduate school, where I obtained a master's degree in hydroscience and met one of my most treasured mentors, who I accredit to part of my success and my being here today. I had overcome so many personal challenges, and it takes a lot of that, right, in life to make progress and to move forward. And honestly, I want to validate the thought process that might happen with some of us as we enter these spaces that were not made for us, as to whether or not we belong, or whether or not, in my case, did I have the capability. But I became really excited when I found alignment, both in principle and values, with this mentor. He is a musician from the Honduras and was new at the time as an assistant professor. His name is Jose Sorato. I asked universe for alignment and opportunity, and I dared to ask for more than what I thought was possible. So as soon as master's was complete, he asked me to stay on for a PhD, right, in engineering, which was not my background at the time. And that was jarring because my leveling courses in engineering and math just hadn't been done yet. So I knew it was a challenge that many other professors in this very rigid discipline would not take on. But if you were to focus on my deficits, sure, I would be considered lacking in this engineering and math background, and also being a non-traditional student, and also being the only Native graduate student in the department at that time. But when we are intentional about leaning into our strengths, our assets, and unique talents, mindsets shift and opportunities grow. All of us in this room add so much value to the spaces that we enter because of who we are, because of where we come from, and because of the land that makes us strong. I want you all to know that, carry it here, and take it with you to the next place, whether that's towards more schooling or entering the workforce. I also want to acknowledge that some of you probably are just ready to be done, to be home with your families, because you've been juggling everything all at once. And I'm so proud of you for carrying so much. Similarly, in addition to handling all of my responsibilities, my family responsibilities, I did in fact level. I took all of those classes, passed them, and finished my PhD at the same time as my cohort started, with them already having that background and not needing to level. All of this during the peak of the pandemic. So I graduated in 2020, and side note, that's why I'm not wearing my graduation regalia. I didn't get to experience a graduation. Now, if we were to objectively pan this situation, I would indeed call this a success story. But I think we as a society, as a community, as a people, as a culture, can define success in any way that we would like, using metrics that are relevant for our learning and our cultures, in a language that is our own, and with the entire context of history of Indian education in mind, considering generations before us and all those generations to come. We have that model already in place, if you ask me. We wouldn't be here in this room had we not. What I carried with me and what gave me strength was this higher knowing that my people endured, our people endured. They sacrificed. They left huge data repositories out in the landscape, living, breathing structures and spaces, prayers, ceremonies, songs, and stories that were made with love. They left us our foodways and our languages, our plant and ecological knowledges that allowed our people to thrive for millennia, and ultimately to persist through genocide and efforts to erase our lifeways. I celebrate them, and I celebrate all of us here in our collective existence. My continued growth and strength is derived from this awareness and this gratitude, and it's allowed me to believe and invest in myself. So, while finishing my PhD, I competed with hundreds, maybe even thousands of other applicants across the country for the highly competitive National Science Foundation EAR postdoctoral fellowship, which fully funded and granted only 8 of us in the country at the time. This investment in my education took me to Palo Alto, California, which for those who don't know is located near San Francisco. So for several years to do a postdoctoral research fellowship at Stanford University, one of the most prestigious institutions of higher learning in the world. Again, I was the only postdoctoral fellow that was Native in any department at the time. But there I was able to work on projects that related fire burning practices to ecological restoration initiatives using knowledge of microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. I also worked more to understand their role in the accumulation and phytoremediation of metals and contaminants in the environment. I made some wonderful connections and collaborations, but I remember feeling sick to my stomach with grief and missing home. And with only the capacity to make the occasional trip back here to Crown Point, I opted there in California to engage with plants, the plant life there, to create a sense of community and belonging with the landscape. At the very least, I could do that with the land. So, the educational farm at Stanford was a saving grace for me because there were kind and generous people, farmers, that love the land and plants like I did in their own unique ways. For the time that I was there, I planted Dene corn, both white and blue, Dene kusha squash, Navajo melon, Navajo tea, beans, sandia, and hatch chilies. I would harvest my own tadadine when the corn tasseled. I would work the land, weeding, getting to know the people and the landscape. And during harvest in the early fall, this res girl set out to make chij for Nsadagoe in such a bougie community. And it was challenging because it was hard to find good chij out there. We know the difference, right, between good and bad chij. So anyway, I think about that and I share it with you because we are always carrying our families and our communities with us, and those experiences that we have together, celebrating and cooking and being outside. And it is this love and care that I hope you can lean into for wherever your path leads you, as it did with me. So during this time at Stanford, the University of Arizona started to reach out about applying to a faculty position, and other institutions were also interested. So this was all very overwhelming because I felt like I had just started my postdoc, I had just moved to California, and I wasn't even looking for a job yet. The Department of Chemical and Environmental Engineering, alongside the Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, and the Indigenous Resilience Center, started to actively recruit me to be part of the College of Engineering as a tenure-track faculty member. I am proud to say I am now there as an assistant professor, as their first and only Native faculty member in the College of Engineering. And I can count on these two hands the number of tenure-track Native American faculty in this United States of America. At the University of Arizona, I am a core faculty member at the Indigenous Resilience Center, led by Dene hydrologist Dr. Carletta Chief from Black Mesa, Arizona. Our center's vision is that we see a world in which Indigenous communities are thriving and adaptable to meet environmental and societal challenges. And our mission is to center Indigenous ways of knowing into co-designed environmental solutions and training the next generation of community leaders. Our team has partnerships with several tribal colleges like NTU and have tribal partnerships with organizations like AHEC, the American Indian Higher Education Consortium, the Native American Fuse Alliance, and the American Indian Science and Engineering Society. Though this career has taken me to places outside of our four sacred mountains, I always remain grounded here. And this is why I have so much gratitude for institutions like NTU, increasing access, geographically and otherwise, to education for our people in a culturally responsive way, with kinship, with family, and community-oriented spaces. NTU and many other tribal colleges across the country were created in response to the higher education needs of our Native people, to train our workforce, to equip our people with knowledge and experience that contribute to improving our communities. By Native people, for Native people. When you invest in students like all of you here today, you invest in a snowball effect of reciprocity, because you are always thinking of ways to improve your families and your community. So I celebrate you graduates for your achievements today, but also because you're part of this monumental tribal college movement at the largest tribal college in the country, wherein we are redefining and reclaiming the Indian education experience to be self-determining towards culturally appropriate learning. And I take this role very seriously because I know what it's like to be in a classroom where no one looks like me. When we are able to show up to our classes and see teachers that look like us, talk like us, come from where we come from, will we be able to grow and propel our Native students along their educational pathways. Our communities do face several challenges, but I believe us collectively to be the solution to several of these challenges. We are future ancestors, wisdom keepers, land stewards, nurturers, innovators and engineers, caretakers, all with the common goal of working towards healthy, thriving Native communities. You are also part of a larger paradigm shift where we Indigenous people globally will thrive, persist, and lead change towards protecting Nihiman Hastan. We carry a huge weight on our shoulders, a responsibility and I dare say a privilege. But this load we can carry together and know that I am there pushing alongside of you. So to finish my story, all of what I described has brought me here in front of you full circle to plant these seeds. And these seeds are that your existence is a gift. We were intentionally made to be here, to be in relation with the land and non-human relatives, and that centering these practices and principles are a very powerful way to equip ourselves with the emotional and spiritual tenacity that it takes to move forward in your particular walk, wherever that may be, whenever that may be. Choose to forge these unbeaten paths out of love rather than fear, and dare to ask the universe, because it expands beyond what we deem possible. Let me be your example in that. Know that ancestral love and family are here with you. As I wrap up, I really want to thank my mom and Layla and Demp, who are watching on the live stream. Here in the room with us, my dad, my brother, uncles, and aunts sitting here supporting, for their love and prayers through this journey that I have just described. Though my grandparents are no longer with us, their teachings and love are still here, and they live within me. So, NTU graduates, I celebrate you, I uplift you, and I'm so inspired by you. I look forward to your growth and your continued contributions to family and community. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, and may you navigate this with kinship and with love. Thank you so much, and be well.
We have a token for you. Dr. DeVore, come up. Dr. DeVore, for your encouragement to our graduate here at Navajo Technical University, our 25th Council Delegate, Dr. Andy Nez, will do a brief welcome message to our students.
Yat abene ade shik na danothlini kon ya ahiha aro kon da altrahigin jan shikado yak oge nishledo todachini bashichin tkachini chedo ashti ishanale aron late sahot sodo and now constigots etli yesi tkhata ade chike do ade ish into deep patas an thasadak at dina shtlatani kliniki a kotrat nazliniki pikaki betnashnisho sahot so Nikitje tunnels illedo beg chi hut out nas the leg big keep national ako ehan sago nikidini do le President Guy Arokodo, the Board of Regents, staff, faculty, the setup crew, the teardown crew, so don't forget to take your trash with you, and everyone who's contributed to such a wonderful commencement this morning. My name is Andy Nez. I currently sit on the Health, Education, Human Services Committee of the 25th Navajo Nation Council. I work with our wonderful communities of Fort Defiance, Sawmill, Crystal, and Red Lake. And so I'm very happy to be here this morning. And I do want to just offer a few comments to our graduates this morning. First and foremost, I'm very happy and excited and thrilled that you're a part of this program this morning, and to be able to feel the excitement, probably looking forward to a lot of different things before, during, and after this commencement. Aro aden hito amasando ache analadano thinigi hashin dag ebeg eho e kwaegi nakha alchinidon hitso kwaegi benache ba ike ille kwaegi in the altrahegi John Aaron hito ahia nikidini dole. I know when we reach milestones as the net people, it really takes a lot of effort from all different parties, from family, from kinship, from community, to a lot of different various areas. So this celebration and your celebration is a lot of our celebrations here across our Navajo Nation. And so this morning I arrived about 8 o'clock just to take a tour of the advanced manufacturing here within your campus. So to our graduates here, just by a raise of hand, how many of you know how to operate some of the machinery inside that manufacturing? Excellent, because audience, everything that was shared with me this morning kind of just went over my head. And I was like, okay, this is too advanced, this is IT stuff, this is like super, super things. And we have it here on our own Navajo Nation. And most importantly, we have our relatives here who know how to operate the 21st century advanced things for our communities to grow. We have a true technical university that provides hands-on training that allows our graduates and you all to continue, because as the net people, the net daniklon that's the institution that has been led by Dr. Guy and many, many, many folks before to establish this institution. From culinary arts, shout out to Chef Billman, Zuni campus, and all the way to mathematics, to computer science, everything needed for us to pursue the 21st century. And I agree that we have to speak the language of the 21st century, which is technology, which is technical trades, which are those interests that many of our graduates, our esteemed graduates here, are pursuing. And it's such a magnificent thing, and I think the diversity that we have across on the floor here and across our communities, When you bring that diversity together, monumental things happen. And for us to be able to graduate from different programs, for us to bring distinct backgrounds and representations before our commencement here is a wonderful thing. And so on behalf of the 25th Navajo Nation Council, on behalf of Speaker Curley, the Health, Education, Human Services, and my team, we congratulate each and every one of you. Job well done. Go after whatever pursuit you have, whatever inspires you, whatever can help make an effort to provide and give back to our communities, give back to yourselves. Aron le ade ni masando shi ni che ni madado ni je an das ka e kwa eki benachin kha ata ha ako witla be yego nasen be datos. Work hard, persevere hard, and as a policymaker on the delegate on the 25th Navajo Nation Council, I am rooting for you. I am here for you to support you in every pursuit that you have on behalf of our Navajo people and our Navajo communities. I can't express it enough. Enjoy it. Take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for allowing me an opportunity to just share a few comments here. And again, so proud of you guys. Yeah.
Are you guys ready? Students? Parents, you ready? Now we have reached a presentation of diploma. We will begin a presentation with the GED, ABA, diploma, certificates, then on to the associate and bachelor degrees, and conclude with the master's degree hooding ceremony.
Where's his? Do we just have one microphone? Where's his microphone? Sure, the other one. Okay, yeah. No. This one's yours. Yeah, no, yeah, cover your, introduce yourself. Shanana. It doesn't fit on
خاليت يا ابنا شيء كتو نيكاتي لواشتو نيدا كتو نيادو بيكوت خيلت ايشت تو تام بلغانك اتشيجي كي ويسلي توماس تو كتو نانشيجي عندتا ساتوش تو هشلشني انشله تو قبهاي باششين كي أنا تشيدو تناجني إتشنال.
Okay. Yat bene shik edo shidene adon daisi yaltkaigi adon the danat ani the nothinigi that chagai anotsko Board of Regents a heha kwa anahahosha she ya Sharon Nelson dashijene Ado adon enishlenigi etwadichi ninishle tratnesani bashichin twatsoni dashichet asche dashanale ado shalchine eya kia ani yadashchin neletsen hastkeha ahholya adech shikhe akonde qad ebesh bitho holyege kehst do ado qat is ozendeshkij gelto otkakest nanish benache ado eya denne studies holyeja ajapanil nishti shchebel okoho dene bezad benaho dene benantin adon da dene be al de benatnil tin ado dene bezad khuna elke beyati do ado bek elche do ado wal kha ekwa na khalchne yenda hol ko hot eya Nish. Ado Kede ya kwa kaya baka ge betzil go ultra seneligi bedeshni do ado belagana kache land acknowledgement dechne di kwa holjiste shi has tweedo sani ye go shi nta case etayilla ado nahata bennaje ya khada da nas the holjiste nakhalchine nihitsoke nihinaleke kwa naje edat edolel betzil o go ultra go edol nilta no kaya hadezo dishti de bekaho at enosel o ko ba hetenitzil di holjishki biyeje has tweedo sani betso de zindis begin dis ebenache ya kot anhil has adishtinke o koho oho atolel na ntindolel eti halodolel na alka halodolel dini do shin hadzi o koho ebenache na khalchine nihitoke nihinaleke nasje yedate dokha in the ya abe akade dolwal abe ek in the dadole nana abe ededet otil johot ben yashi nahaho akwa akwa dishtini bigije beba he nanis dole akot kashin kodo ya betra ini ji dole di da iltrahegi do ado baal dan linigi do ade ilhahakatole. We will be calling out names of the students according to certificate and degree programs. The ushers will assist in lining up the candidates. Faculty for that program will escort their students and come on stage. You will also be provided the opportunity to bless yourself with the basket, students. Okay. Well, the candidates for the adult basic education high school equivalency, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Julian Miles Bitsui, Twidichi ni Jalo, Tachi ni Bajishin, Chohot Sodan. Well, the candidates for administrative office specialists, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Administrative office specialists, please stand up and move forward. Isabel Herbert, Nanesh Eje Dene, Jille Kia Ani Bajishin. Llillgau betrode. Will the candidates for bookkeeping please stand and come forward with your faculty members? Bookkeeping. Shalene Danielle Hicks, Ashin Hijalon Kia Ani Bajishin, Tech Ijidan. CDL and heavy equipment, please be ready. Well, the candidates for the CDL and heavy equipment, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Justin Bigay, Nashka Lejalon, Kia Ani Bajishin, Chinali Dan. Ivan Chi, Senjikinajalon, Twadajitni Bajishin, Look Ahantil Dan. Anthony Rosendo Miller, Tohiatlini Jalon, Kia Ani Bajishin, Tis Ozen Deshkijdan. Waylon L. Nota, Tapan Hijalon, Ashin Bajishin, Chinali Dan. Tyler Evan Peacock, No Taitane Ejalon, Deshchitni Bajishin, Chinali Dan. Kevin Teller, Ashchi Ejalon, Tachitni Bajishin, Sensades Ahadan. Okay. Clinton Du Bois, Beg et Hotel Dan. Certified nursing assistant, please be ready. Okay. Well, the candidates for the certified nursing assistant, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Amanda J. Archie, Senjikine Jalon Tachitni Bajishin, Look Ahantil Dan. Taylor Azy, Kia Ani Jalon Ashin Bajishin, Chinali Dan. Raquel May Chiquito, Kia Ani Jalon, Na Kaitane Abajishin, Tis Ozen Deshkijdan. Osen Toby Francisco, Tachi Nijalon, Beshbich Ahe Bajishin, Beek et Halgredan. Keisha T. Harvey, Senjikinijalon, Betani Bajishin, Ilsu Tahdan. How do you say your name? Okay. Tangerina L. Jones, Sanjakina Jalot at Nachini Bajishin, Salanada. Haralisha Jane Lee, Kia Ani Jalon, Sitnachini Bajishin, Bistot Lijan Deshkij Dat. Nadine Rachel Manning, look ahantkil that. Rayshana Menulito, Sanjakine Jalon, Hanagani Bajishin, Kiltsu Tratan. Adrienne Mitchell, Tachi Ni Jalon, Ashiha Bajishin, Chinali that. Krishannon Ann Robbins, Kia Ani Jalon, Tadeshkijni Bajishin, Chinali that. Vanessa G. Shorty, Tatnesahni Jalon, Twahetlini, Bajishin, Be'ekit Halgaidat. Carla Janessa Tom, Twabajna Ajijalon, Halsoy, Bajishin, Jamestown, New Mexico, Dat. Charmaine Dawn Williams, Maideshkijni Jalon, Trabahe Bajishin, Bistot Asian Deshkij Dat. Tiffany Ann Yazi, Maideshkijni Jalon, Ziltahni Bajishin, look at your that. Well, the candidates for the Pre-Associate of Applied Science in Nursing, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Ina J. Vicente, Tanaha Bithni Jalon, Bitahni Bajishin, East Ozen Deshkij. Shannon R. Nez, Kitlichi Ni Jalon, Tratbahe Bajishin, Tenta Des Ahatan. Liana D. Shorty, Trabahe Jalon, Kia Ani Bajishin, Chinali Dat. Bianca Twidich Eatney, Jalon, Ashchi Bajishin, Dak Ehalana Dat. Well, the candidates for the construction technologies, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Kirby Chapo, Ashche Echelon, Todich Eatney, Bajish Chin, is Ozen de Skish that. Tristan Winter Newman, Kitlichitni, Jalon, Bayotzini, Bajishchin, Not Ani Nezda. Dion Y. Swan, Tapahejalo, Tachitni, Bajishchin, Not Najorj that. Well, the candidates for the culinary arts, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Kayla Hui, Tensi Mustard Plant, Jalon, Parrot, Bajishchin, Nasht Ejidan. Brittany Pedro, Eagle Clan, Jalon, Parrot, Bajishchin, Nasht Ejidan. Well, the candidates for the electrical trade program, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Malcolm J. Boyd, Tsehot Sodat. Manuel Chiquito, Kian Ani, Jalon, Twitch Itni, Bajishchin, East Ozandeshki, Jdan. Well, the candidates for the engineering technician program, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Engineering technician faculty. Colton Sabre Lee, Northern Plain Indian, Jalon, Satnachini, Bajishchin, Not the Georgia that. Well, the candidates for the legal assistant, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Mary Lane Yazi Deschitni, Zelagai Deschitni, Jalon Kia Ani, Bajishchin, Senata Des Ahade. Well, the candidates for the plumbing program, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Candidates for the plumbing program, please come forward with your faculty member. I think so. Shanoa Catherine Pete, na kay the ne'ejelo, but ane bajishin, kabiji benas kate. Well, the candidates for the professional baking program, please stand and come forward. Nicole Livingston, kia ane jala but ane bajishin, kin litsosanil da. Well, the candidates for the welding technology program, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, wait. Go ahead. Christy Belen Bigay, no da'ait the ne'ejelon, tachi ne bajishin, tadag on de. Cash Blackrock. Ashi Hejelon. Twodenesh Je de. Mitchell Dominic Carlos. Dono Adam de. Leandric Dodge, Kia Ani Jalon, Sanjakina Bajishin, Chinali da. Patrick James, but Ahne Jalon, Twitchini Bajishin, Sanatades Ahada. Ryan J. Key, Kitlachi ni Jalon, but Ahne Bajishin, Twathakanda. Shaveo Manning, look ahantgel da. Wyatt Plant, Maideshkish ni Jalon, Nasana Bajishin. Sana Canada.
Well, the candidates for the Associate of Applied degrees in Administrative Office Specialist please stand and come forward with your faculty member. She's Corlanda Jessie Catherine Sinsakatni Jidlong Ashkan Hadzoy Batchchin Nakribet Hote Etchet. Well, the candidate. Will the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science and Accounting please come forward with your faculty member? Renee Y. Piquet. Tratnistani Jidlon Trotsoni Bajaschin Bistot isn't a skis day aged. Federica Thomas Kia Ani Jidlon Toke Tlini Bajaschin Bake a hotel day aged. Prince Lida Tierra Sitna Jenny, Anagani Jilon, Todichini, Bajaschin, such is it they aged. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science in Automotive Technology come forward with your faculty member? Starlin Chiquito, Choketlini, Jilon, Kiaani, Bajaschin, Isoza Ndeshkij, de Jesse Orsario, Hanagani, Jilon, Nadat, and Bajaschin, Zanabas Habatin, de Will the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science and Construction Technology please stand up and come forward with your faculty member? Oh, deep, damn, Craig. Let me see. Terminus. Oh. Oh, they're here?
Are you with the program? Which program are you with? Jordan. They're confusing. Construction technology.
Yeah, the construction technology.
Okay.
First one is Shannon. Jordan, Shannon, Raven, Largo. Kia ani jilo ashin Bajaschin Isozan Deshkij that. Will the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science and Culinary Arts please come up forward with your faculty member? Navarro Reyes Burnside. Kia Ani Geelong. Just Ani, but just Chin is also Deshkish. Angel Lin Joe. Na Kaita Nagelon. Hotel Kunja Patches Chin Yat Ehete. Brighton.
Brighton, Clarence, Sewekwetawa, Kia Ani Geelong, Kia Ani Bajishin, Tanas Basaan.
Oh, and that one? Okay, yeah. Go ahead and call these guys up.
Melton, for the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science and Energy Systems, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Melton James Jr. Maiteshkis ni Geelong Kia Ani, but just seen look at your day. Down to here. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science and Environmental Science and Natural Resources please stand, come forward with your faculty member. One, two, Maxi. Are they here?
Yeah.
Merle Benali, Maiteshkis ni Geelong, Khatchini, Pachashin, ni Ji Hassana Dan. Monique H. Carver, Okechelon, Belagana, Pachashin. I hit a dan at the next one. DD shot what that
Oh,
right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right here.
Call that one up.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science and Information Technician, Technician, please stand up and come forward with their faculty member? You should assign them. They're behind us. Faculty member. Danielle J. Walido, Ashin Hichelon, Kachini, Batashin, Natnil Jean, De Achet. Will the candidate for the Associate of Applied Science and Law Advocate please stand and come forward with your faculty member?
Viola Barbon Song Shehiyade.
Oh, really? Viola Barbon, Ashin Geelong, Tropaz na Aja Bachashin, Song Shehiyade Achet. Valencia S. Charlie, Maiteshkizhni Chalon, Tachini, Pachashin, Look on Tkelda, Achit. J. R. Tom, Bit Ani Chalon, Tapai, Pachashin, Look at your good day. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science and Public Administration please stand, come forward with your faculty member. Wilbert So Jr. Zist anin long nash eje dene yaschin sei ade Associate of Arts degree in Counseling, Crisis Management, and Suicide Prevention. Please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Viola James Willie, Kia Aning Long, Torke Tlini Yaschin, Sanas Basaate. Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts degree in Counseling, Substance Use Disorder please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Marlissa Claw, Tohana Chilon, Nashkala, the Nepachachin, Zilachin de. Viola James Willie, Kia Ane Chilon Torke Tlini, Pachachin, Sanas Basaate. Will the candidate for the Associate of Arts degree in General Studies please stand and come forward with your faculty member? Sarah M. Piquet, Sena Jenny Jilon, Ashin Hipachashin, Maitke Tlijatin. Macrisha Rainey Benali, Isasana Jilon. Sadeshkizhni Pachashin Jatatho Dan Nicole Renee Bob Deshchini Jilokiani Pachashin Nazlin Dan Erin Lee.
Leah.
Erin Leah Lewis. One Hanagani Jilong Kiani Pachashin Ayan Pethote.
Pause, Jeanette. He's getting his high school diploma and dual credit at the same time. Okay. Oh.
Hunter Brock Riekman.
Good morning, everyone. We have a certificate of special recognition. This certificate is presented to Hunter Brock Reedhead in special recognition of his participation in the dual credit program while simultaneously completing an Associate of Applied Science degree with Navajo Technical University. Congratulations, Hunter. Got it.
Belagana, Jelon, Belagana, Bajishin, is Ozen Deshkish there.
Thank you.
Jared Reedhead, Belagana, Jelon, Belagana, Bajishin, is Ozen Deshkish there.
Will the candidate for the Associate of Science degree in Computer Science please stand up and come forward with your faculty member? Jonathan Dennison, look at the natural kapai pachashin Senator Canada. Oh, okay. Well, the candidates for the Associate of Science in Early Childhood Multicultural Education, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Shantana D. Billy. Kachi ni jelong just ani butterchin now deshkis in linde achit.
Okay, Kaylin Kloss, she's not here, Jeanette.
Oh, okay.
Kimberly? Okay.
Kimberly Goldtooth. Goodbye, jelong a shing butterchin. Tahot so there. Oh, okay. Gascavedo Harrison. Na kate the natural the Bethlehem of Butterchin in the lead there. Star Ore Lapahi. Ashchi Jelon Ashin. Kodakoja Butterchin. Bake it by a hotzanate. Tiana T. Pete. Zena Jenny Jelon. But Ani Butterchin. Is other deshkis there. Destiny Naomi Thomas. Ashi it alone. Kapai Butterchin. In the lead there. Charmaine Tina Sosi, Tachi Nijilon, Kiani Butterchin, Chinelita. Will the candidates for the Associate of Science degree in Mathematics please stand and come forward with your faculty member? Jasmine D. Charlie, Ashkan Khatzohe Chelon, Ashin Hepatachin, Sech El Trahte.
Chinana, it's Chinana.
Jonathan Chanana, Khatnis Zahni Chelon, Maiteshkiz Ni Patachin, Natnel Jean De.
Deirdre. Deirdre
Deidre Deswit, Maiteshkiz Ni Chelon, Kapai Patachin, Sana Kanada. Edwina Elsie Leslie. Cottage Eatney Jelon, Kalsoy Patachin, Kinslitsosanelita. Winter R. Morgan. Torquate Lini Jelon. Katnis Zani Patachin, Sasakade. Nylana J. Murphy. Totich Eatney Jelon, Kiani Patachin, Ayan Petrote.
The bachelor's program. Okay. Okay. Oh. Well, the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Science Hotel Restaurant Administration, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Janelle Lynn King, na kay the Ejelo Tachi ni Bajishin, Nazlanada. Malane Jonathan Sam, Totsohni Jelot, Nachini Bajishin, Tehot Soda. Michaela Sam, the Beth Janet Law, Patnesani Bajishin, Playit Toda. While the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Science Information Technology, please stand and come forward with your faculty member.
Is it Adrian? Okay. Well, the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science, Chemical Engineering, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Mariah, okay. Timariah Nez, Janelle Da, Di Belatra Hadeshla. Information Technology. Well, the candidates for the Bachelor of Applied Science, Information Technology, New Media, please stand and move forward with your faculty. Alyssa Nakai, Hoan Sane Jalon, Patnesa Ni Bajishin, Twatakande. Well, the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Business Administration, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Wendy Janelle Martinez, Nash Eje de Neejelon, Ashche Bajishin, Nahodeshki Jdan. Isaiah J. Smith Sorrell, Kia Ani Jalon, Twaketlini Bajishin, Maite Hitlejdan. Rebecca Vicenti, Torhetlini, Jalon, Ashin, Bajishin, Istolzendeshki. Well, the candidate for the Bachelor of Arts, Diné Culture, Language, and Leadership program, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. I'll go up with her. Mary Anderson.
Go across. Mary Ann Sam, Bitani Jalon, Nobani, Bajishin, Maitke, Tlejadan. Will the candidates for the Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Creative Writing and New Media please stand and come forward with their faculty member? Alicia Nakai, who won Senator Law, Tatni Sani, Bajushin, Totakande. Will the candidate for the Bachelor's of Science in Early Childhood Multicultural Education please stand and come forward with your faculty member? Kalei, thank you. Kalela Elizabeth Begay, Ashingitilo, Putit Chini Bajushin, White Hill, Arizona. There.
Renitria K. Baijo. Tachi ni jila ma ideshkish ni bajishin not ni George there. Cassandra Kelly Charlie. Todich ni jila look at the ne bajishin dak halana there. Kayla Vanessa Lewakiti. Badger Geelong Crow Bajishin Nasht Eje Dan. Brandy M. Likya. Crow, Geelong, Frog, Bajishin, Nasht Ejidan. Natalie Amosine Lewis. Haltor, the Ne Geelong, Ten, Zetnajini, Bajishin. Ochinda. Dylan W. Lindholm, the Bethlehem Geelong, Beshbich Ahi Bajishin, Ashi be Trohda. Darlin R. Owens. Ashihe Geelong Totsoni Bajishin Teho Tsoida. Rachel Smiley Bit Ahni Geelong Trapahe Bajishin Totlakana. Well, the candidates for the Bachelor of Science Electrical Engineering program, please stand and come forward with your faculty members. Jonathan Chinana, Tatnes Zahni Jalon, my Deshkijni Bajishin, not Nail Jean Dan. Yeah. Go ahead, you want to come up? Jonathan Chinana. Go ahead. Edwina Elsie Leslie. Twitch Eni Jalon Haltoy Bajishin Kintlitsosanilidan. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science, and Natural Resources please come forward with your faculty member? Not yet, Davina, not yet. Not yet. Davina Long Spencer. Not often the Ejalo Tachi ni Bajishin Taya Todan. Nikai Khalid Rahim Stout. Nahitle Jalon, Nahitle Bajishin, Shepherd Hill, British Virgin Islands, Dan. Malindra J. Tome, Tapahe Jalon, Bitani Bajishin, Look on Tkil, Dan. Well, the candidates for the Bachelor of Science, Industrial Engineering, please stand and come forward with your faculty member. Deirdre Deswood, Maideshkish ni Jalon Tapahe Bajishin, Tanakanadan. Winter R. Morgan, Tuachet Lini Jalon Tatnasani Bajishin, Tatlakaidan. Nailana J. Murphy, Twitch ni Jalon Kia Ani Bajishin, Ayana Betro Dan.
We're done now. No master's degree now. Here, Dr. Thomas, here, Shadeja, Sharon Nelson, adeya master's degree hooding. Banahol Jij. So with the next studies, please come forward. Now we have reached a presentation of the Master Degrees Hooding ceremony. The student will receive a degree from the Provost, Dr. Bowman. Hooding will be conducted by Dr. Hussein. As I call each student, please come up to the stage with your escort. Kita lain just the better halona da ado o watch at nisle be kate roll the water. Jeanette Cayito. Escort by Loretta Cayito, Cuba, New Mexico. Na kay den en launch Ogeyashin. Thesis, Cradle Infants. Michael Saunders, Kia Ani, the Enlong, Topajan, Ajan, Bajishin, the Rue, New Mexico. They escorted by wife Yolanda Saunders. Thesis, spiritual and social perspective, spiritual perspectives and concerns about self-care. Nihoka dene Billa Ashlai, 8 on Iska. Master of Science, Management Information Systems. May you please come forward. Teresa Curley, Betatnin Long Kintlachitni Yashin, Lukachigwe, Arizona. They escorted by Dr. Cheryl Tom Apama. Ian Howard Tom, Tohat Lenin Long Betatni Yashin, Lukachigwe, Arizona. They escorted by Irvin Tom Bejet. Brenda Lisa Thomas, Tatna Zasnin Long Ashin Yashin, Counselor, New Mexico. They escorted by Yazi Thomas Bejet. Congratulations to our graduate students. At this time, we would like to have the Board of Regents conduct the conferring degrees. Graduates, please stand. Regent Dr. Carolyn Thomas Morris will confer the graduates.
This is the most important part of your graduation. I feel so old because I got my PhD 27 years ago. So I'm proud to see all of you graduates today. So let's get started. Okay, the members of the Board of Regents of Navajo Technical University, President Dr. and the Navajo Technical University Administration have the honor to present the candidates for the general education diploma, certificates, associates, bachelor, and master degrees, as each has met the requirements. By virtue of the authority granted by Navajo Nation, vested in the Board of Regents and Navajo Technical University, you are hereby conferred your general education diploma, certificate, associate, bachelor, and master degrees, and declare you fully entitled to all your rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities. Graduates, please move your tassels from right to left. We're not done yet. Shh. Graduates, I now ask you to take your diploma, hold it in front of you, bring it to you, and inhale 4 times for the blessing you have received by attaining this great endeavor towards your formal education. May you continue to be blessed on the corn pollen path. Hojonahastli, congratulations, my children. Thank you.
You may be seated, graduates. Congratulations. Thank you, Regent Morris. Kache hashkeji benat saden linigishi la ngichan hadodzi. Ahashin sako. Khishi da hachan hadzi hoda ebikeshi ti. Ado ebe hana antikin lako. Chief Justice Joanne B. Jane will provide the congratulatory remark. We have Navajo Nation Chief Justice Joanne Jane.
Yad shikedo shidane she ya Joanne Jane and she tapahin slen ado kenya ani bashichin twadaj ini dashiche ado ya tapahin dashanale twahaj in the ai yes ade enasha. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for inviting me to do some closing remarks to you, and I'd like to address all of the graduates. Congratulations for accomplishing all the things that you set out to do. I am grateful for being here today. This is a monumental occasion to gather, to acknowledge and celebrate a part of history that will never be duplicated. this event will never occur again because it's yours to own. It is yours to have. So congratulations for that. We heard wonderful and great talks to you today, and those talks were given to you from those that came before us here today. Thank you very much for taking the time to do that. Graduates, this is for you. This is a message for you. With those degrees in your hand, you will walk the circle in uncharted territory now. Because you own your own map. You own your own GPS. You know what the GPS system is, right? Satellites moving around up there. That's who you are, and that's what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. How long ago was that you created your own vision? When was it that you created your own vision? And when was it that you created your own magic? Think about that. You were young, and maybe later on in life, but you did create your own magic. And so hold on to that. Time did move fast, didn't it? It went really, really fast during that time. Like lining up the Little Dipper's handle with the Big Dipper's cup, you will always know where the North Star is. You will always know where North is. Likewise, you will always know your position with the 4 sacred mountains that we have. Looking north, the Bensa, our sacred mountain, that's where you're going to be looking at every time you see that North Star. So look that way for courage. Look that way for the time that you had to be here with us today. Just for a brief moment, let's take a look at your life as a student, right? Do you remember the time when you were driving here to Crown Point or to Chinle or to not Tupacita, but Tisna's bus or Kirtland? Do you remember that? Do you remember that when you left your cell phone at home? Halfway coming over here, you thought, oh, geez, I left my cell phone at home. But you kept going even though you were late for class. But you got in your vehicle, and guess what? You were driving, right? And so you came across all this wind, right? That's how it is here. But you loved it, and so here you are now with that degree in your hand. One other thing is that, do you remember the car, right? Everyone probably has a name for their automobile, right? You give it a name, right? Everybody has that. And so when it finally started, you tapped it on the dashboard and you said, thank you, I'm glad you're going to take me to where I got to go now. And do you remember that last dollar? That last dollar that you had so they could put gas in it, so that you could come to school. How about when you wondered where you were going to get your next meal, or how you're going to get there the next day? Think about those things and think about that now, because you made it, and here you are. I want to keep going on with a little more examples here. Is that I already talked about the cell phone, but do you remember, it didn't only happen one time, right? It happened probably a dozen times. So we won't go back to the cell phone. But those have been a part of our lives. It's going to be a part of your lives when we have artificial intelligence, right? AI is going to be part of your life. And that's going to be part of what you all be doing this time. And so be careful about the truth, because you know what the truth is. And a lot of times, the truth is not going to be coming your way. So think about that. Remember that day also when you finally could get Wi-Fi somewhere? Remember, you couldn't get Wi-Fi everywhere. But when you did find it, you go, oh, geez, this is heaven because we now have Wi-Fi. So think about all of those. There are other examples that we could go through all day long. We could go through everything that you went through with your family, the sacrifices that your family made with you, for you. And all the parents, relatives, friends, neighbors, they're all here. And they're all watching. on the World Wide Web as well. They are watching this day, and you are making history. It will never be duplicated for you, but it's something that you will always remember. So, this is the best time to create that hero in you, quote unquote, because you are a hero. You created it, so keep creating that. Next to you sit your classmates, your friends, your neighbors, the college board, the president, and everyone else, all the leaders that you have. They are the ones that help you get here. Let us remember them. You are probably wondering, what am I going to do now? Where am I going to be going? And you probably already thought about that. What are you going to do when you walk out of this building? You probably already thought about it, but if you hadn't, it's okay, because you have a lot of time to think about it as well. You may be continuing your education, you may be thinking about a job, and you may be even thinking about some other ambition. Or you might be thinking of a career as a judge, right? Or you might be thinking of a career as an attorney, or a peacemaker, or some other vocation that you want to do. So, congratulations again. Closing thoughts right now. Here are some thoughts to give you, to have, that you can utilize. You have proven to be a disciplined person. And when you are a disciplined person, you can accomplish much, which you have done. Let that be your anchor. Let that sink into the ground where you are at, and let that help you wherever you are going. Go back to what grounded you, your family, the netra. Go back to all of that. Know where you are from. Know what your roots are, where you came from. Your family, our land. Remember and remind yourself that you have accomplished those things that were not easy, right? They were not easy a lot of times. And you wondered if you would make it that time, but you did. Help unlock the greatness in others as well. Look at other people, and you want to unlock the greatness that they have as well. And that's a contribution that is given to us, to yourselves, to your family. Unlock that for them and with them. Accept people as they are. Accept them where they're at. And we will go far with that. Also, enhance your capacity to learn. Always be learning, always thinking about something. Always trying to be the best that we can be. Also, inspire goodness towards others. And then also, see yourself at the end of another task. The task is in front of you. You keep and finish that, you go to another task. Finally, always be ready for the whistle, quote unquote. Toe the line and get ready for your other dreams that you have. You're getting ready for that right now. May peace, prosperity, and love surround you today and always. Congratulations. Thank you.
So we'd like to offer you a token, Chief Justice, like Dr. Guy. We're getting close. Everybody, Layla James, please stand for benediction. We are delighted to have Layla James, NTU AHAC Student of the Year, provide the benediction. Student of the Year, so congratulations.
Yat she Layla Marie James Yinsha, Kia Ani Nishlan, Tobazna Ajabashin, Tobai Dashache, Tatnasani Dashanale, Nale Beik Ed Hotel de Nasha. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Layla Marie James. I am currently a junior here at Navajo Technical University, where I'm studying biology. I am the 23-24 AHIC NTU Student of the Year. I am also the president of the NTU STEM Club, the Biceps Club, where we represent and create space for all STEM, technology, engineering, and mathematics majors. At this time, I want to just take this opportunity to congratulate all of the graduates here, as well as all of the family, friends, mentors, and advisors for all of your undying, never-ending support. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to ask everyone if you can please bow your heads as a sign of respect as I'm going to take up our closing prayer. Dear Lord Jesus, we come together on this beautiful day and present great gratitude and humility to you. We thank you for the gracious blessings you have bestowed upon our graduates, blessings of courage, wisdom, strength, and self-discipline. We ask that you please continue to be with our graduates and walk with them and guide them as they venture onto a new career and academic path, and pour out your blessings upon them. I humbly ask that you also bless everyone here and give us all safe traveling mercies as we travel home. I say this in your mighty name, in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Ms. James, for the benediction. Let's all rise. And please remain in your seat until all the graduates exit out.
yot kale beteje ben la show ye ha she one beteje ben la show ye no so beteje ben la show ye ha she yot beneje ben la show ye ha yot kale beneje ben la show ye ha she yot be ha she one beneje ben la show ye no so beneje ben la show ye ha she yot beneje ben la show ye ha she yot kale beneje ben la show ye ha she one beneje ben la show ye no so beneje ben la show ye ha she yot betoje ben la show ye ha yot kale betoje ben la show ye ha she one betoje ben la show ye no so betoje ben la show ye setse ho jogo ben la show ye shekeste ho jogo ben la show ye sa anai na beke ho jo shen sego ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show hesdayana ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show hesdayana ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show ye hesdayana ben la show go